What's your name?
My name is Alisa.
Alisa. Where are you from?
I'm from France. I'm half Japanese, half French, but I grew up in Vancouver, Canada.
How long have you been living in Japan?
I've lived in Japan for 4 years now. So 2 years I was a student and then 2 years working.
So you were in Japan at the age of 14 once.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you wish you knew before you first came to Japan?
When I was 14. I don't know if I wish I knew it, but one lesson that I had to learn, I guess the hard way, was about the hierarchical, I always have a hard time with this word, hierarchy. Hierarchy. In French it's a bit different, hierarchy in Japan. So in Vancouver or in Canada it was very flat structure at school. Whereas in Japan, immediately, just one great difference, create a Senpai-Kohai relationship. And again, I have nothing against that standard, but really understanding how it worked would have been nice to know before I arrived. So what the expectations were towards a senpai and being a kohai and vice versa. Because when I was 14, I lived in a dormitory, it was a sports school. It was a very different environment. It was a bit more intense. Yeah.
Was there any specific event where you had learned it in a hard way?
Yeah. Yes. So when I was living in the dormitory, well, it was my bad. I think it was my fault. But I had grown up only around people from Canada, people from France, so I was not exposed to Japanese names. And it sounds very, very silly, but I could not remember Japanese last names when I arrived in Japan. So I was in a dormitory, there were like 100, 200 girls there, and I just could not remember people's names, and it was very hard. And every day we had a cleaning session, and we would clean our floor, and at the end, as a kohai, I was supposed to go say thank you, nani-nani-san, for cleaning to every single senpai. But I couldn't remember their names, so I chose to take the route of fake it till you make it, and I would kind of go, and just kind of fake my way through it. But yeah, I got scolded very, very heavily because it's extremely disrespectful to not remember somebody's name, and I think that was a very, very harsh, cut to reality. I think maybe in Canada, for example, somebody might have made the remark to me, but I don't know if I would have been scolded by somebody who's maybe just 1 year older than me.
Yeah.
But that was for my 14-year-old self, it was a very harsh experience.
So, I don't know, looking back, it sounds super funny, but it should have been
in the moment, it was not funny.
Yeah.
But now, I've learned from it, I've grown from it, I remember people's names very well.
Oh.
So it's a win, I guess. Yeah.
Very, okay, I don't know.
I assume this is the first time you've heard this anecdote.
No, the way you handle it, it just sounds funny.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Because we sometimes do not really pronounce words.
Yeah.
Arigatou gozaimasu can be like arigatou.
Yeah.
So
I think I was very obvious. I think I lived there for a year.
Yeah.
So after 2 months, because we had to clean every day.
Yeah.
So I think after many, many days of me just saying, they kind of caught on.
They kind of.
Yeah. It is what it is.